the child. It was around midnight, and Son Dal-Su, on one of his regular night patrols around the new building, heard something coming from one of the classrooms. It isn't often that Dal-Su is frightened, but this noise made him shiver. He cautiously looked around, and to his surprise, it was a 4-year-old boy sitting in the corner of the room, facing the wall. It wasn't too unusual to see students wander around the school at midnight, but seeing a lone 4-year-old boy was very odd. Dal-Su calmly walked up to the boy and asked him what he was doing there. There was no response. As he reached out to grab him, the boy twisted his head all the way around to face him and screeched piercingly. Before he had time to react, there was a flash of light, and the boy was gone. Dal-Su stood there for several minutes before he could regain his senses. A strange story found in local history record relates to this mysterious happening. At the time of the Korean War, the school used to be a hospital. Behind the hospital were lots of tents and a camp. Many injured civilians rested there. In one group was a silent child, whose name was never discovered. It was thought that his family were bombed, leaving him all alone. He always liked to sit in corners or hide in boxes, murmuring to himself. Here the record ends, as it seems the child was lost or left to starve as the local battalion were forced to withdraw. Secrets of the Pond. A small pond could be found between the main building and the gym a long time ago. There was a silly rumor going around that the pond was made from a crater back when the area used to be a refugee camp from the war. Apparently the site was bombed during the Korean War, and a group of soldiers were killed when the bomb hit the tent where they had been resting. But that is not the only rumor about the pond. A story goes that if you prepare a love letter for someone, asking them to meet at the pond, you will stay together forever. But if they don't come, the pond will curse you, and you will die. When the moon is its brightest, you can see a figure standing from the hallway window, looking down at the pond. Some say she has some sort of connection to the pond itself. A timid girl named Soo Kyung liked an upper grade student called Sang Jung. After a long period of stress, she sent him a letter to meet up at the pond, feeling that it would be worth the risk. However, the letter was misdelivered, and Sang Jung never got it. Soo Kyung spent the whole night waiting there in the cold. She fell ill and was absent the next day. She decided to be transferred in a desperate attempt to save herself. No one heard anything more about her until a few months later, when Soo Kyung's body floated up from under the pond.